with an avoidant, you may be able to relate with this. So on one of the very first dates I had with my avoidant ex, I still remember him asking me if I was a decisive person or an indecisive person. And I told him, I am a very decisive person. I always know what I want, what I need, and I will absolutely communicate that to you. And he was like, oh, thank God. Like, I just can't stand indecisive people. And I remember thinking like, that's like such an interesting question to ask. Like, nothing wrong with asking that question, just like, interesting. Like, I don't like indecisive people. Okay, fair enough. What I didn't realize is that I think the reason that he doesn't like indecisive people is because he is indecisive. But not only just indecisive, like he won't really make decisions for the relationship. When it comes to avoidance, especially the type of avoidance that are heavy on people pleasing, what you may notice with them is that they will not make decisions. They will make decisions for their own life, plenty. They have no problem doing that. But when you ask them things, they will not give you an answer. They will just say what you want to hear, essentially. They will just tell you the answer that they think will make you happy. So like, hey babe, what movie do you want to watch tonight? Whatever you want to watch. We can watch that. That's fine. I know you like that. Hey babe, what do you feel like eating tonight? What do you want? Whatever you want. At first, I thought that this was really nice because I was like, oh my God, he's such a fucking sweetheart. Like, he always just wants to make me happy and like do all the things that I want to do. But then after it progresses and you start to notice that this person is never asserting their needs, they never communicate anything that they like. And the more that you start to learn about them, so for instance, we watched movies like every night and I started to learn little things about him. Like I could tell when he liked a certain style of movie and when he didn't. But he would always, if I said, what do you want to watch? He would not give me an answer. If I would say, do you want to watch this? Yeah, sure. But I started having to learn how to decode the way that he would say, yeah, sure. Because I knew there were certain things he didn't like watching, but I knew he wouldn't tell me that. It's this type of thing, oh my God, it's so infuriating. And it honestly just makes me sad because the reason avoidants do this is because they want to be seen as like perfect. They want you to see them as like flawless. They don't want to make any mistakes. They don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to make you upset or cause any conflict because they don't want to be rejected like they were when they were a child. Every time they asserted a need when they were a child, they were rejected, dismissed, not prioritized. And so they're so deathly afraid of asserting a need or letting you know how they actually feel. And so they just don't. But what happens is it puts the burden of all this emotional labor onto you. You then have to make every decision, take the lead in every possible way, planning every date night, figuring out where you're going to go to dinner, making the reservations, deciding what movie to watch, deciding what food to eat, like just on and on and on, like every single fucking thing. Like, where are we going to go on vacation? I guess I have to plan this, I have to book the hotel, I have to do this, I have to do that. They just won't. They won't. And they think they are doing you a favor by doing this. And it's just so harmful on the relationship for one person to have to take on all the emotional labor. And what's even worse is that when they get to the point of leaving, they then have a laundry list of all their unmet needs that they never communicated to you. It is not your fault that you are not a mind reader, okay? If someone does not communicate to you that they don't like true crime documentaries, but that's all you ever watched in the relationship because every time they always said, yeah, whatever you want to watch, that's not your fault, okay? An adult human being needs to communicate, hey, I don't like true crime documentaries. It's boring, okay? I don't want to watch that, whatever the case. Like, speak up, speak your needs. I know it's so much easier said than done for avoidance, but like, oh my God, I just wish they would get into therapy and learn how to do this because it is so fucking hard to be with someone that will not make a decision. And then it all added up for me. That's why he likes decisive people, so they can make all the decisions for him in relationships.